I'm going to do a review on Blanton's. Request by my buddy out in the 909 who thinks Blanton's is the best. It's not all that compared to other stuff for the price. I'll go in detail on that. There we go. Hey, it's Matt, Bourbon Banters 2020. Today's review is going to be on Blanton's. Everybody knows Blanton's. Blanton's, there's multiple folds in this highly allocated bullshit that makes me mad about doing this review. I refused to do it for the longest time. I'm going to give you a little history on this. I'm going to run down the spreadsheet and we'll go from there. Obviously, it is a Buffalo Trace product, single barrel. It's not like the proof, because you can have a single barrel and they can water it down for the specific taste and bake at Blanton's. So they water it down. It's 93 proof. Age, no age statement. This is going to be in the mash bill too, the higher rye mash bill. But they say undisclosed. It's the mystery that draws people in. MSRP is between 60 and 65. Little story behind this. Colonel Blanton's was the president of George T. Stagg Distillery. I'm name dropping here for Buffalo Trace, which is now Buffalo Trace, until 1952. Well, Elmer T. Lee, what? Another name, another bottle, worked under Colonel Blanton's at Buffalo Trace or George T. Stagg Distillery. And before retiring, Elmer T. Lee released and made or created a bottle, single barrel, and they called it Blanton's. Here you go. Named it after Colonel Blanton's. And it keeps going on. The legacy continues. So all those names, you got Blanton's, Stagg, Elmer T. Lee. Hey, they fall in the Buffalo Trace family. Pretty bitchin'. That's the history on that. So I'm going to crack this thing open and give you my opinion. All right, so I'm going to crack this thing open. You grab the tabs in the back. You work your way around. Gets that little wax ring off. And this top is, it's going to be an N. I'm going to say it's an N. Can't fucking see, I don't have my glasses, but I want to crack this thing open. Beautiful. 100%, bottle's cool, great image, but you can have a great bottle and a shitty tasting liquor, but Blanton's been pretty consistent throughout the years. And I'm pouring me a glass in a jar. And it's going to be a fat one. Yeah, that's fat. All right, with the Blanton's bottle, there's a good little story that they wrap around there. It's pretty simple, pretty cool. They give you a specific number. Like you're ever going to be able to check it and go, hey, no, wait, this tastes like fucking from Rick House number 78. Really? People that can say that, they can go fuck themselves because they're full of shit. But they're pretty consistent with what they make. They proof it down. But Blanton's does a great job at being consistent on making what they do. My thought process on the Blanton's. One, I blame the millennials. They saw John Wick, saw him drinking it, and go, dude, if John Wick can drink it, I could be a badass too. No, you're not. You're a fucking dude that hangs out in your mom's fucking basement and you call it a command center. Second, distributors are like, because Blanton keeps pumping out the same amount of, Blanton bottles, but the distributors are like, hey, these millennials, man bun, beard, skinny jeans, Crocs. Those guys who have no clue about what money is really worth. Hey, you guys are fucking society up. That's fine. You do it. By the time it comes around and you got to pay 90% in fucking taxes, I'll be dead. It won't matter. And then a food shortage and it's just Armageddon's coming around, I'm taking your shit. Easy as that. But I went on a rant. But I've been meaning to get this Blanton's done for my buddy Kevin out in a 909. He thinks that Blanton's is the best. It ain't the best. There's other stuff out there that's better for the price. But this is where it gets kind of convoluted. So there's multiple facets on my theory of the allocation of Blanton's. One, John Wick. Those fucking nerds that have lived off of iPads and iPhones their whole life, millennials, think they're John Wick because they drink it. No, you're not. You're a fucking tool. Two, distributors know that millennials will buy fucking anything because they have no clue what cash is really worth because they put it on a credit card and worry about paying it later. Three, distributors going, hey, look, you need to charge to these liquor stores. You need to charge more money for these things because we're going to charge you more. Liquor store owners like, I'm going to stick it to the consumers because they don't know any better. A whiskey that is so blown out of proportion that what you anticipate it's going to be because you just paid $160 for this bottle, it's not all that. It's a $65, $70 bottle. That's it. So you have to look at it like, okay, $65, $70. Still a lot of fucking money, but it's not, this is not a $150, $160 bottle. It is definitely not a $250 bottle or $300, $350 bottle that you see online. Whoever buys that, you're a fucking idiot. So that's why I didn't really want to do a review on this, but my buddy Kevin asked. I'm like, all right, he asked a while ago. Do a quick review on this thing. I wanted to crack it open. I got a second bottle. I want to go for a third bottle. The last bottle I bought, I have a connection. I paid $63, $62. That's what it should be. I will never, ever pay over $80 for this thing because I'm not going to fall for the trap. If you don't have one or if you've never had one and you really want one, $100. Don't do anything over that. Walk away. Have some dignity, self-respect. Walk away. I'm going to give you some notes on this thing. I'm going to go on the nose. I got honey, vanilla, and mind you, I just cracked this thing open. It needs to breathe. And if you need to put a couple drops of ice in there, it's only 93 proof. It ain't going to fucking hurt you. Don't do it. A little bit of citrus. And a little sugar. All right, here we go for the first sip. First sip, out of my jar. Caramel, honey, vanilla, some brown sugar. I think I'm getting a lot of brown sugar. Getting a lot of brown sugar. A little bit of leather, a little bit of oak. Not a whole lot of rice spice on this thing, so I'm going to go for another sip. Getting that vanilla brown sugar, the typical Buffalo Trace signature leather and oak. Fuck, let me do it one more time. Sweet leather, sweet oak with that brown sugar, vanilla, a little bit of caramel in there. You know, this is supposed to be the higher rye mash bill, which is still kind of low compared to a lot of other bottles, but a little bit of that rye kind of lingering around. So I'm going to take another sip and kind of hold it for the finish there. Yeah, it's consistent, and the Blanton's line is just consistent year in and year out. It's that caramel, honey, a little bit of vanilla, got that brown sugar that's kind of sticking out, but it all comes in little spaces. It kind of coats pretty good. It coats quite well, side to side on the tongue there. Sweet leather, sweet oak, very little rye spice that kind of hangs in the back there. Not a whole big a hug. I'm not getting a hug at all, really. It is only 93 proof, and it just kind of settles in. Leather, oak, vanilla, brown sugar. I think the brown sugar just kind of stands out a little bit there, but paired with that sweet leather and sweet oak, it's so good. You can drink this thing all day long, finish it, polish it. You don't feel bad polishing it, a $60 bottle, but you really do feel bad if you paid $350 and you polish that thing off and you think the only The only note that you get is it's good. Consistent every single sip. My conclusion on this bottle, it's a great $60 to $65 bottle. Shitty bottle for $150 plus. Don't waste your money. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the allocation. Don't fall for it. It's a great bottle, great sipper. I can drink this all night long. Tastes great every single sip, consistent throughout every single one. So it's a buy if you can get it. If you don't have it, under $100. If you have one and you see it, keep it under 70. And then if you really feel you need to replenish what you have, 75, 80. That's my theory on getting these things. I'm sure the straight from the barrel, the special edition ones, the flavor just gets cranked up to 15. So if you can find it, but you're going to pay for it, those special edition ones. You've seen a few at Jason's house. I don't know. I'm doing it all wrong financially. It's a great bottle. Everyone knows it's a great bottle, but I got to break it down to the point where it's a great bottle at 60 to 65, good bottle at 100, not so good at 150, shitty bottle for 350. You're buying the name of John Wick, and you're buying the name of, hey, it's allocated, it's a cool bottle. Oh, pretty bottle. That's what you're doing if you're paying that much. If you're an idiot, be an idiot. So if you like this content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified, share it, pass it on. I try not to do these highly allocated stuff because I'm more for the guy that can go to a liquor store and get a bottle. Hey, if you like it, if you find this saying, sometimes you get a fluke. You'll get one. Grab it, run, because you scored. You did well. Hey, if you like it, leave the keys behind the bar. Enjoy a bottle like this with your friends. If you got a bunch of friends, drink the whole thing. You guys will have a good time. Taste the notes. I'm Matt. I'll talk to you later. Peace.